Okay, I'm gonna give this Vlogmas thing a try. I've never done this before. I haven't even really done in front of the camera stuff except for on Instagram stories. So this is a whole new world. I don't know about the lighting. I'm pretty sure it's bad, but I am on my way to the post office and then to Publix. Going to the post office to mail off a Macari order, something that someone ordered. And I need to get that in the mail. And then I'm going to Publix to get some chicken and some type of white beans because we are having white chili for dinner tonight. Why does it always sound like something's dragging? Anyway, this car is somewhat new to me. This is my mom's old car, so I have her car now. She bought a new car. So anywho, yeah, we're having white chili, and I need to pick up the beans for that and some chicken. And then I'll be heading back home to get some work done. I may do a live stream today because I need to finish testing the Tool metallic pens, the limited edition pens. I tested them on white paper and I want to go back and do a pen test on black paper. So I asked the question, did the people that saw the video if they wanted to see a live stream or if they just wanted me to record a video. That video didn't get very many views and only one person responded to that question, and she said she wanted a live, but she responded the day after I asked the question, so I wasn't prepared to do a live that day. But maybe I can do one today, or I don't know. It doesn't seem like anyone cares about the pens. And then I was thinking, well, maybe I should do it on Instagram because I do need to make some videos for my IGTV. So that's one that I could do over there. And I think I'm going to start doing my monthlies. What is this in the road? My monthlies on IGTV. I think that could be good. So since I'm already at the post office, I'm just going to go ahead and check my box. I'm not expecting anything, but I'm here. Oh, I got another catalog from Levenger. Oh, I'm learning how to use my phone a little better. There is a button on the side, one of the volume buttons turns the recording on and off. I didn't know that. Okay, I'm back. So again, all of this is new to me. I changed the angle of the camera because I don't need y'all seeing on my extra chin. It's like gotten way worse because of some medication that I'm taking, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm leaving the post office now and heading to Publix. Some other things I need to take care of too. I have 2 appointments this week. I need to make an appointment to get my tire fixed. I have a slow leak and I've been putting it off and putting it off. I hate going to get car maintenance and stuff like that because it's like going to the beauty salon or some doctor's offices. It's like they make an appointment for a certain time, but then it takes forever even though you have an appointment. So I have to say, the first time I got this car service, I went to Holler Hyundai. They have excellent service. So going there, I don't mind. But the tire place, I mind. Like I stopped in, just dropped into a tire place last week to get it fixed. And I stood there like 10 minutes at their counter and no one came to help me. So I just got back in the car and left. I was like, I don't have time for this. I don't know what the problem is, but yeah. It happens. And this is a standard shift. So yes, I know how to drive a stick. Not that many people know how to do that anymore. I was in the post office last weekend. The postal worker and this lady that was in line were talking about it. How people don't know how to write in cursive anymore. They don't know how to drive a standard shift. And it was some other stuff that they were discussing about what people don't know how to do. But I think probably my generation was the last generation of people learning how to actually do things. Yeah. Everything is digital, which I don't think is a bad thing, because I mean, it's bad that like kids don't know how to write checks and stuff like that, even though for the most part they don't have to anyway. Everything again is digital, so why would you need to write a check? But I'm just saying, it's a skill. I mean, some of this stuff is a skill. So it's a lot of traffic. Oh, kids went back to school today. That's probably why. So I guess this is so weird. I don't know how people do this. I have nothing to talk about. Usually when I'm in the car by myself, I don't play the radio. Sometimes I'm listening to YouTube, but for the most part it's quiet, and I just use this time to think and come up with ideas and stuff like that. I really don't like driving though, but I must say I was my actual vehicle is a Ford Expedition, and I love my truck. Something happened to the transmission and I had to have it fixed, and I didn't have it for several weeks. When I got it back, I was like, it's not the same anymore. It's like I don't trust it anymore, because it kind of let me down. So I'm a little afraid to drive it too much, so I've been mostly driving this car. And for the kind of running around that I have to do, it's great. It's cheap on gas. I can fill up on $20 or less, and I can just scoot around town and get things done quickly. I can park almost anywhere because it's so tiny. It's just like driving a little toy compared to the Expedition. But anyway, that's enough car talk. Yeah, I'll pick back up when I get to Publix. Okay, they're playing their music really, really loud, but I went in there for 2 things, maybe 3, and I come out with groceries. So hopefully this will take us through the week. Probably not, but I tried, and they had some good sales and stuff. So I try to stock up especially at Publix when they have the buy one get one free. I always try to take advantage of that when it's things that we eat. I don't buy things on sale when it's items that we don't eat. That doesn't make sense. But I know people do that. But I'm not one of those people. That's a waste of money. My shades are getting fogged up. It's really, really windy here today. Our temperature is supposed to actually not go up today. I think it's like in the mid to low 60s, and I think it's gonna stay that way all day. And then tonight it's supposed to get down in the 40s. Oh, put my seatbelt on. It's supposed to get down in the 40s which is cold for us. So that's going to be interesting. I already warned the children so that they can make sure they get out some warm clothes in the morning for catching the bus. I think I'll be good. It won't last, so I think we're gonna have a few chilly days, and then it'll be back to sweating during Christmas time as usual. I'm so out of breath. I think my allergies are active. I'm not as bad as I was, but yeah. Water in my coffee mug. I find that I drink, yes, and don't tell me about my plastic straws. I'm using the last of the plastic straws that I have. I have some metal ones, and I think I want to try the silicone ones because I'm afraid I'm going to stab myself in the mouth with the metal ones. If I can stab myself in the mouth with a plastic straw, I'm pretty sure I'll do it with a metal straw. So I think I'm going to get some silicone straws, but I find that I drink much more water. I can get it down quicker, faster with a straw. It's just like, yeah, straight down. So that's what I've been doing. I really need to drink more water. I've fallen off the wagon of not drinking sugary drinks, and I've been drinking soda, and for some reason I've been partial to root beer lately. It's like I go through phases with that, with the root beer. Sometimes it's like, ew, but then I get on this kick where I just want root beer all the time. It just tastes so good. But I also noticed that the Barg's root beer tastes better to me than the other root beers. So maybe that's what it is. I'd never really paid it any attention before, but the last couple of times that I bought root beer, I could tell the difference. So there's that. This is a long light, and the light pole is bouncing up and down because of the wind. Oh. As long as I'm waiting at this light, I could have been home by now. Here we go. Longest light in America, #2. Maybe one day I'll take you all through the longest light in America, #1. It was dubbed that by my oldest daughter, and she has a point. It can be the longest light. But it's getting some competition around town now. The police are out now too. Ooh. They are out to get your Christmas money and give you a ticket. There's one up there on the bridge. I passed two state troopers had pulled somebody over while I was on the way to the grocery store. And then when I went out the other day, it was like every so many miles somebody was pulled over, or there were police sitting there or whatever. So yeah, but I do know all the crazies come out, the crazy drivers come out during the holidays. It's like my mom used to say, it's like people that don't drive for the entire rest of the year decide they come out at Christmas time. So they're basically out of practice, and people are just driving really crazy. So you have to be careful. And since this car is gray, I think people don't see it. It's like almost every time I go out, either somebody is coming over on me or someone is pulling out on me, especially like if I'm going through a shadowy area where the trees, there's a lot of trees overhanging the road and there's shadows. Even though I have the lights on, it's like people don't see this car. It's like they're trying to run into me constantly. And I hope this is a better angle for the camera. And maybe I need to blur the background so y'all can't see where I live and come knocking on my door. I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I wonder how much footage I can hold on this camera. I mean, on this phone. I don't have an iPhone. I had an iPhone back when 3 and 3S, those days, and then I didn't get another iPhone because there were some features that I didn't appreciate with the next generation of iPhones, so I just didn't get it, and then I got Android. My children have iPhones. All of my children will have iPhones if my youngest son gets what he wants for Christmas. It's just me. And actually, before I got my Note 5, I think it was, I actually went back to iPhone. I had the phone for one day and I took it back the next day. I'm like, no, just gonna give me that Note. Because I just wasn't feeling it. And I know the camera is excellent. I would like to have an iPhone as a second phone and not actually have an active phone line on it, but just to use as a separate device for recording. Now, that I would like to do. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. I have to make sure everybody else gets what they want. Plus, I want an iPad Pro first. So once I get my iPad Pro, then I'll look into getting an iPhone. And I might just get a refurbished one or go on Groupon and get one, even though that didn't work well for us last year. I did that for my daughter's Christmas present last year, and the phone did not work, and I had to send it back, and we wound up just going to Best Buy getting her a phone. So, but anyway, I am home now. Let me get these groceries in the house, and I will holler at y'all later. To do all the things since Thursday was a holiday. Our trash schedule got changed. At least I'm not the only one with our recycle bin still out. So the recycle bin is still out, so I need to put it up. So I'm getting ready to clean off my stove a little bit. I need to give it a good scrubbing. And it's what, 12:59, 1 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and make this chili because I'll have to pick up my son soon. Oh, this is in the way. I have to pick up my son soon, and then we'll come back home for a little while, and then I'll have to go back out for the afternoon activity drop off, and then I'll come back. So I want to have, Mondays are like back and forth, and I'm not going to get much work done today. I thought I was, but I got sidetracked with a special request, so I put my other stuff on hold, and I want to get this done so that he can eat before we go back out and before I have to drop him off. So, and I'm making white chili. I will link to the recipe that I use. I used to be a real all recipes kind of person. I was always on there. I was always looking for new stuff to cook and new recipes. So yeah, I'll link to the recipe that I'm going to use. I don't believe we have so much crap on top of the refrigerator. It's like you notice a lot of things that you don't normally, well, that I don't normally notice when I'm recording. So, but It's a lot of stuff. I made this, use this Happy Notes. This is a big size to put recipes in. When my mom came and was kind of taking care of us while I was sick, she ended up not really using it that much, but I had printed out a lot of my all recipes and put in here, and now I'm thinking I want to go back and print them out again and laminate the pages so that they will be easy to clean, since this is something that's in the kitchen and will probably get wet or have food on it or whatever the case. And I thought I had the white chili recipe in here, but now I'm not seeing it. Let me look again. Plus, it'll keep the pages sturdy so that when you're flipping, they're not so easy to pop off, because I didn't use the best paper to print these on. So, but here is the white chili recipe, and I'm sure it's backwards, but that's what I use to make it. And it's basically very simple ingredients and very quick to make. Ooh, chicken broth is something that I always forget to get. But I think I have some left over from Thanksgiving in the pantry. Yep, I have some. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this off because I'm not even sure how it's looking. I'm new. I'm gonna quit saying I'm new. I'm just gonna cut it off for now.